Well, beautiful souls, it's 1113 when I decided to sit down and hit record because I really didn't want to. I decided to pick up the Osho Zen Tarot, and there's a message for somebody or somebodies. There's some beautiful souls out there that needed this message, so I'm going to sit and hit record. I've been integrating, I have been releasing collective energy on top of the integration. A couple days ago, 2 days ago, what's today? Maybe it was yesterday. I'd have to look at my journal. Maybe it was yesterday morning. Again, time is weird right now. I received a massive resurgence or pulling back in soul aspect, soul power into my physical avatar, and this happened shortly before I woke up. And so I've been integrating up since then. I've been integrating, I feel like, more this month, or going through these different cycles, as you might have as well, whether you're purging or detoxing. Like I said, I had my big awakening last year, so certain souls are just like over it at this point. We're tired, 122 on the timer. We have these days where there's more energy, and then we have these days where they're, like I said, in the astral realms, dependent if you know how to protect yourself. And I'm not saying protect yourself out of fear. Do it because you're claiming your power back. Fucking claim your power back. Do whatever rituals, say whatever things you need to say, listen to the light language, do the thing to call your power back, to use protection in any way, shape, or form that you feel called to, and do that from a place of fucking empowerment and not out of fear. Maybe this is what this video is going to be about, versus cards. We'll do cards in a minute. Source is wanting to say this. So yes, right now, the light worker community, the star seeds here, we're getting so close to the event that there is definitely an uptick in the collective of stuff that you're seeing, to get your attention, to get you to refocus. You focus on you, and you focus on you, and you focus on you, you focus on the rest, the integration, the allowing of your body to recalibrate, all of it. And it's important. And again, protection, if you feel called to. Again, this is from a place of fear. Sorry, scratch that. This is from a place of empowerment, not from a place of fear. So you smudge, you use oils. I use all the elementals. I have all of the elementals. I'm very protected. My home is very protected. My physical space. I have all elementals, all of the nature spirits protecting me. I live in a ground level apartment, so I'm literally underground. This is a reason. Source has me here for a reason, has had me here for a reason for a long time. Like I said, felt like I've been hidden and cloaked, not just for myself, but from other things. We'll just use the word things, and you can fill in things as your blank, whatever the fuck you want to fill in. And remember, knowledge is power. Wisdom is power. 333. That's why they don't want you to realize who you are and what's attacking you. Because when you figure that out, yes, the more crazier it sounds, the more likely it's true. Okay, the true. Yes, things are happening more so in the spiritual than the physical. Facts. Yes, do you feel like you're being attacked in the astral realms or in the... Possibly. But if you're recognizing these patterns, whether you have entities attached to you or in your field, whether you feel like you have had implants, whatever, when you go through specific rituals or protection protocols, or you work with a practitioner, which is highly recommended too as well, 414 on the timer, you do it from a place of fucking empowerment and power, and know your power, know that you're protected, and this is just you. It's just another way to shield and protect yourself, but you're not doing it from a place of fear, because that defeats the purpose. So you do these things, these rituals, from a place of fucking empowerment and commandment. Like, you command and you demand and you proclaim. And I recommend using your technology, your sacred voice, and speak it, write it, like say it loud with authority and fucking power, because guess what? You're a fucking God. You speak like a God. You command like a God. You create like a God. You protect like a god and goddess, because that's what you are. Kings, queens. Okay? And I'm here to remind you. Clearly, this is what Source wanted me to talk about. I thought we were going to do some cards. We will, but this video is from a place of empowerment, knowledge, and wisdom. I did not realize the depth of this because I have been so cloaked. Again, everything happens for a reason. Contract, everything. I don't look at anything that's happened at this point as a negative. It's been a teaching program, a boot camp, so to say. But when you become aware of what has potentially and more than likely been attacking you or binding you or distracting you or creating chaos, destruction, whatever it is in your life, your entire life, literally since you were birthed, that you were on a watch list, they know your frequency and the energy, right? That's why a lot of us are still highly protected and kept secret, hidden, veiled from ourselves, for like our even from until the time is just perfect, from ourselves, but also from certain things that if we were to be revealed too soon could potentially be a problem. Again, just like not allowing disclosure to happen until that perfect moment, so it doesn't go kitty wonkus and sideways, right? All right. So I didn't realize Source wanted me to talk about this. So again, if you're probably going to see content, especially if you're following sacred information, you're got your technology set up, your intentions are correct, you're listening to your discernment, you're tapped the fuck in, you know your clairs are like so heightened right now, you clearly know, you clearly see, you clearly hear, and you just fucking clearly know. You might even smell or taste specific energies and frequencies. But using your discernment more and more is so important. But you're probably going to hear other protocols. I did a protocol yesterday, but this protocol was very similar to a protocol that came through last year that I wrote down and created ceremony around it. And not from a place of fear, but a place of empowerment. And now I stand so fiercely in my power. And if you've been around my content, Source, you know. I know who the fuck I am. I might not fully know who the fuck I am, but energetically, I know who the fuck I am. I'm very powerful. My energy is very powerful. My frequency is very powerful. And I'm been done hiding that for the longest. That's been part of my journey and awakening as a preparation for what's coming. And you are probably there too. So if you're struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, yes, do these protection spells, these practices, these enchantments, these manifestations, whatever words work best for you, your magic, do it from a fucking place of full-blown empowerment. Tap into the nature, get into the crystals, get into the oils, the sages, the smudging. But you're doing it from a place of empowerment and power, and not from a place of fear. Because that's the last place you want to do it from. You want to do it from the top of the mountain in command. Command it. So think of yourself as big as a mountain, commanding this. So I just literally walked around, because I'm so embodied at this point as my higher self, and ask for guidance. If you need guidance, ask your team members, meditate on this. What is the best protocol? Or to have them send you protocols. Or people to like me to say, hey, maybe you need to, because you don't want to allow your frequency to drop. We need to hold a vibration consistently for things to unfold perfectly. Thank you, throat chakra. So I literally lit my incense and I went through and I did my mudras, my hand signals. All right, set the intentions. All right, but I didn't do it from a place of fear. I do it from a place of power. I smudge daily. Multiple times a day. I burn candles. I burn incense. I burn palo. I burn sage. I use essential oils. Right? I keep things in a high frequency and energy, not just with my own avatar, my temple, my home, my car, everything. Salt your mirrors. If you've got mirrors in sleeping spaces, cover them. Not from a place of fear. Salt them, salt water, wash them with salt water, and cover them and smudge them often. Okay? And that is beneficial. Mirrors are portals, but you don't have to be afraid of them, right? They can be very beneficial tools to work with as well. 10-10 on the timer. And do this from a place of knowledge, wisdom, and power, and empowerment. And Source is wanting me to remind you on the other side of this portal who's receiving this message per your sacred algorithm. Know that you are all the consciousness. You are consciousness, and you are stand as tall and embody the mountain. If you feel like this tiny little human and you think, well, woe is me, I'm just this tiny human, fuck no, you're not. Embody the power of the mountain and see what happens. Empower yourself when you do these particular rituals. And again, do it from a place, we're going to say it again and again, do it from a place of knowledge, wisdom, empowerment, and fucking power. Remember who the fuck you are. It is time. The time is now. 11:00. The time is now. It's time to step through the portal, to put the big girl pants, the big boy pants on, and start feeling into and maybe seeing or knowing the vastness of your consciousness, of your soul, outside of this little tiny human avatar that you're driving around, okay? And allow, a lot of things, especially with the most recent loss of who, use your discernment. Use your discernment. Talk to your guides. Meditate on that. You have the knowledge within you. You have to ask for the guidance if you're struggling. And again, step into your power. Okay? Step into your power. And if I feel called to, maybe I'll do a video on protection in my own way that will involve light language, because that's very powerful for me personally. But you can use frequencies and energies. Get a frequency generator, play high frequency music, play frequency, nature frequency. That'll keep your space clean and cleared and protected. Call in all of the elementals, all the nature spirits, all the four corners, all the archangels that are in the four corners, all the frequency and energies. Did you see where we're going? And just know that this is taking place. And know that you're always protected and shielded. Yes, you might get some bumps and bruises along the way. Yes, you might be gone after in the spiritual realms during your sleep. You'd be, battling, feeling banged the fuck up. Who else feels? When I wake up and I feel like I've been in bed, or I have been in bed 10 to 12 hours, and I wake up more banged up than I've ever been, and I haven't worked out, and I feel like I've been training for a marathon. I've been battling 1303 in the other realms, because I think that's part of my mission as well. I don't know. I remember bits and pieces, and I know how I feel when I wake up. And I just fucking know shit. And I've said this for the past few years. The more people are coming on, the more people are waking up. Energy signatures and frequencies are being felt and known and being tracked. Maybe they've been hidden, but now you're it's like it's slightly getting out there. They can't quite figure it out. They know, they're out there, and so they'll try and attack you. In the other realm. So a good thing before bed, I'll just 1344. One quick simple thing you can do first thing in the morning and at night is, one, I call all my power back from people, places, and things, timelines, dimensions, spaces, places, and portals, and realms, known and unknown, seen and unseen. I call my power back now. I also am protected and shielded and guided in all dimensions, spaces, places, portals, and realms, known and unknown, seen and unseen, by all of my team members, all beings of unconditional love and light that are working with me right now and protecting me and guiding me right now. Say this before you go to bed. See if anything changes. And those are just some simple steps, right? Simple things, okay? All right, so I love you. All messy and authentic here. Cleanse your aura, take the sacred baths, and ground. Hydrate and ground. These are other ways to protect your aura and to cleanse and to protect. Grounding, sacred baths, lots of hydration, lots of nourishment, keeping your vibration. as high as possible consistently, because we don't want to keep going up and down and dropping up our vibrations, because we need enough of us to stay at a specific vibration for things to unfold and to rapidly speed up. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I am you, you are me, and we are we. And it's getting close. You can feel it and you know it. 15-15. I love you.